You know, every once in a while when you're out fighting in the world, you need to come home. And coming to EBASE really feels like coming home. And it feels like coming home because for those of us that are fighting for change and justice, so much of it is rooted in the people that we meet and in the courage that we heard from some of the worker leaders here today. It's, you know, people often ask, you know, what makes you guys bold? What makes you able to do these things? And what we can never translate, those of us who get to be in this room, is that we just get to be along for the ride. That it's really the incredible workers and members who put their families' lives on the line, who put their families' economic security on the line, because they believe that there's a better future.
But you've done a great job. You've made working families and working family issues in Oakland, in the Bay Area, the epitome of what we need to deal with for justice and for equity and for the conditions in the communities that we really want. And I appreciate all of you. And mwah, happy 10th anniversary.
As someone who works with an organization that is trying to build the power of Asian Pacific Islander, low-income immigrant communities, I feel like EBASE really has our interests at heart.
Me gusta porque luchan mucho por los trabajadores, por sus derechos de los trabajadores y eso es bueno. Y también para la gente migrante también veo que tienen mucho énfasis en apoyar, en ayudar a nuestra gente.
Good jobs and clean air. These things are not opposites. In fact, if I have both of them, I'm going to be better and stronger. I'm going to have healthier neighbors and happier, stronger workers. I'm going to be a shining example for every port all across the world.
I'm inspired by EBASE because of their dedication for the wage of the immigrant, and I'm talking specifically about workers. They were taken off the job with the excuse that they were illegal. And as a matter of fact, I don't think anybody here is legal. Everybody is illegal. Only the American Indian, the native here are legal.
It's a way for bringing the community and labor and all kinds of different facets of what make up a community together to make improvements for all of us.
EBASE inspires me because they support a living wage and a green economy. Our economy has to get more green, and we have to build people up.
But I don't think people are given the opportunity to really expand and just go as far as they want to go, and the EBASE provides. So they inspire me to just run with it.
Have a good night.
10 years connecting truck drivers and those involved in the environment. 10 years uniting churches and temples and synagogues and mosques and houses of worship with immigrants. 10 years bringing political, social, and economic victories with and for working people. 10 years standing on basic principles of economic justice, reminding others that all work should be recognized for its value and the dignity it brings to those who perform it.
Hi, I'm EBASE. Lynn. You may know me from Cubicle number 1. I just wanted to say that it's so fun working with you guys for the last couple months, and you really want to come out and show me how fun it is to be working together, and each of the work that you guys do is really powerful. So thanks for bringing me into the fold, and see you in 10 more years.
It's been a great opportunity. All the people there are incredibly passionate about what they do, and they really seem to enjoy it. It's not just a job. So it inspires me to do my job better.
It is truly an intergenerational organization, so we have all ages engaged, as well as different ethnicities, and then of course out of the interfaith community we've got all these different faiths involved, so I really love their work, and I'm so glad. Happy birthday, EBASE.
Ms. Addie was in her early 70s, older African-American woman from East Oakland who had been working at the Berkeley Radisson for 20 plus years. To me, that was just really at the center of what this work is about. It's really amazing. That's where the work is really the most interesting, is like how do you bring people together who, you know, and unite them around a common vision despite the differences we may have. That's what really EBASE is about.
I'm inspired by EBASE because we're doing really effective work to improve the working standards and conditions for low-wage workers and to further economic justice for all of our communities.
Because it's one of the best institutions in the East Bay that helps the community and the labor organizations.
They make real change for people that you know or people that you can meet, not theoretical people, not people that might exist somewhere. They're making real change for people in Emeryville and the East Bay, and they're strategic, and they're smart, and they're committed, and they're dedicated, and they're not afraid to stand up and stand up for what's right for the workers.
From our interns to our staff to worker leaders in the fight to the board, and we've been blessed with that throughout our 10-year history. But there are a number of people whose visionary leadership in the early days of EBASE made the organization what it is today, and we want to honor those folks tonight. 5 visionary bridge builders: Jim DuPont, Nicole Lee, Amaha Casa, Howard Greenwich, and Kirsten Cross.
How can we expect struggling drivers to bear the burden of greening the truck fleet while well-capitalized corporations, trucking companies, shipping companies, global retailers pass off the true costs of moving their goods? EBASE and the Pacific Institute published a report that found that the port's broken trucking system siphons a staggering $153 million away from the local economy through asthma and other illnesses, premature deaths as well. The industry needs to foot this bill, not the public. EBASE is proud to have built a strong and diverse blue-green-brown alliance for clean and safe ports, including 80 organizations spanning labor, community, faith, environmental justice, and public health.
Yeah, I'm inspired by EBASE because of the tremendous work that they do. They've always been a support and coalition-building organization within the community, and they're a real force, working on behalf of working people and a constituency that generally is underserved. And I'm just really, really happy and honored to be a part of their event, and I'll always be a supporter.
I'm inspired by all the different bridges that we've built. You know, to see truck drivers and residents and environmentalists standing together. You know, in our port campaign, to see different communities of faith coming together. I just think it's really exciting to be a part of this.
I do enjoy working with EBASE, and it's because of the people that I have met on the different campaigns that we have worked on. So yes, I love them all, and I love working with them. So I wish them the best.
You know, I think that it was really fantastic to have Phaedra speak here about you know, really the crises of our lifetime, the economic crisis and the climate and environmental crisis. You know, I would not want any other partner than EBASE in this time to fight these incredible crises. You know, we really, I think, like what Phaedra said, have a chance to really show how we can take the environmental crisis, the economic crisis, and use it to lift up and provide opportunities for the people we care about, low-income communities and people of color.
Around the Port of Oakland, I was there for all of the processes around the living wage. So I've been there, appreciate them, and continually support them.
EBASE inspires me because we've always said when we grow up we want to be like EBASE. EBASE is basically the model of the kind of community labor organization that we believe is the model for the future to help create the progressive majority coalition.
EBASE is something that I've always needed in our community, so I think it's wonderful that they exist, and thank you.
By working with groups like the East Bay Alliance, I know we can turn around our economy to create pathways to success for everyone. I hope you enjoy the rest of the event. Thank you y muchísimas gracias. Y sí se puede.